Right, we are now live, and we are going to get started here. All right, welcome to today's meeting, everybody. I'm gonna call this meeting to order at 10:09 a.m. and we're gonna start this off with a roll call. Jonathan,
Here.
Sophia,
Here.
Ava is not here, and Emily says that she could not make it. Zana is not here. Jacqueline,
Here.
Tabitha,
Here.
Jericho is not here. Jimmy,
I'm here.
all right, and last but not least, Sean.
Here.
Okay, so now that we should have established quorum, I'm going to move on to acknowledgement of native lands. I would like to let everyone know that we are conducting business on the native land of the Hahamanga tribe of the Tonga Nation, and I'd like to offer a moment of silence for those who have come before us. All right, so now we're going to move on to the approval of today's agenda. Who wants to start us off with a motion?
So moved. Second.
All right, moved by Jacqueline, seconded by Tabitha. Now we're gonna just scroll really quickly through this. We have 4 things: question of the week, work assignments, committee review, and future activities. So if this all looks good, then I would like to move this to a unanimous consent vote. All right, hearing none, today's agenda is approved. And now we're gonna move on to the approval of minutes for last Monday, April 19th. So can I get a motion?
So moved.
Right. Right, moved by Jacqueline, seconded by Sophia. Now I'm just gonna go through this. Just let me know if there's any changes. All right, if everything looks good, then I'd like to entertain the motion for I'll move this to a unanimous consent vote. So there's no opposition. Hearing none. Last Monday's minutes is approved. All right, now we're gonna move on to public comment on non-agenda items. I don't think we have any members of the public here today. So we're gonna move on to committee reports. So just, report on whatever you did last week and anything else you want to say. We're going to go through a roll call first. So Jonathan?
I have nothing to report, sadly.
Unfortunate. Thank you so much for your somber report, Jonathan. Now we're going to move on to Sophia.
I don't have anything to report either.
All right, thank you for that report. Now we're going to move on to Zon. Okay, never mind. Jacqueline.
I don't have anything to report.
All right, now we're going to move on to Tabitha.
I don't have anything to report, neither.
All right, thank you for that. And Jimmy.
I don't have anything to report.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. All right, now lastly, Sean.
I did research last week on the equity dashboard, but that is all I have to report.
All right, thank you, Sean. So I'll move on to my report. So now I'm very excited for today because we're just gonna give everybody freedom like I promised. And also I can't think of anything else actually. Never mind. If I think of it, we'll mention it later. Now that we have everyone's reports, Jordan, could you please take us off for your report?
Yeah, hi everyone. So I just wanted to remind everybody, if you are planning on graduating, your intent to graduate, which needs to be filled out by a counselor, is due this Friday, the 30th. So please keep that in mind. If you are planning on doing that and you don't submit that, I will be very upset, and then I will send my ghosts out to haunt you until you turn it in. And then graduate. Secondly, if you want to participate in our drive-through commencement, which will be, June 12th, 12th or 13th. That Saturday, whatever that Saturday is. It's the deadline to apply for the drive-through commencement is May, the end of May. I think it's the 24th. I will double check for you on that. Other than that, that's all I have to report.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And I just realized I was gonna tell everybody to do the whole hide self. I was gonna tell everybody to do that hide self view thing, but just a reminder. It helps you with not looking at yourself all the time. All right, so we don't have any action items, so we're gonna move straight into discussion. And we're revisiting a item that was long lost to the weeks. And that is the question of the week. So the question of the week is what is something you have dreamed of doing for a very long time, and why haven't you done it? So if anyone has anything that jumps out at them, we'll start off with you. Sorry, Jacqueline's already kind of befuddled here.
Like anything?
Just anything that you've been kind of putting off or you've always wanted to do, but like for some reason you haven't.
Yeah. I love to longboard, and I always used to like, especially like a couple of years back, just kind of borrow my friends like longboard, and I always told myself like I would buy myself one, but it's what's stopping me is like, okay, am I really gonna use it? Like, is it really like an investment for me? And so that's what's just been like holding me back on it. But I've always wanted to buy one, like, so maybe I'll just buy one.
Okay. Yeah, do it like Jordan said. I don't know if I agree with longboards being great because I don't really know what they are, but yeah, they're great.
It's a skateboard, but it's just longer.
I thought it was like okay, I thought it was like a surfboard at first. I was like, wait a minute.
So yeah, there are surfboards that are longboards, but Jacqueline, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were talking about a skating longboard, right?
Yeah, the skating longboard.
Okay. I love the long ones. I refuse to learn how to skateboard, but the longboards were a lot easier for me than the short.
Yeah, like the cruiser ones. And that's like another thing too. Like I don't really know which ones are like good, and yeah, so.
Okay. And Sophia also mentioned something in the chat. She wants to go. Okay. Okay.
Wait, sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I'm trying to plug in my charger, and every time I get back here, it like unplugs. It's really what's happening? I'm sorry.
So the question, I'll just repeat the question again. But like you said in the chat, what is something that you have dreamed of doing for a very long time, and why haven't you done it?
I really want to hike to Inspiration Point, which is like, I've always gotten to Echo Mountain, and then every person that I go with doesn't like poops out. They don't want to keep going further up. So yeah, I need to go solo one of these times so I can just go by myself, and yeah. So that's something I'm gonna do very soon, hopefully.
Alright. Thank you for that, Sophia.
I actually have a serious one instead of becoming a Sith Lord. It's
Okay.
so I've always wanted to go on like a spontaneous trip on the train and go to like Seattle or Chicago or something like that. Just hop on and take like a train somewhere out there. And I haven't done it probably because I'm too lazy to actually book the tickets. So maybe I'll do that like soon. I've taken it to San Diego, but like that's not like spontaneous enough. That's not enough. I want to like end up on a part like somewhere that I'm not familiar with and just like vibe. All right, yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Jonathan. It's very, very interesting. Very spontaneous. Hey Jordan, if you also want to add too, hey, you're here with us.
I mean, I guess along the lines of Jonathan, I've always wanted to travel outside of the US somewhere that's not like Mexico or Canada. I just have a really big fear of flying. Like, you know how everybody just has an irrational fear? Like, there's one thing that somebody, like, there's, scared of. Mine is flying. And so I'm not taking a boat. I've already taken a cruise down to Mexico and it was all right, but this is not the same. It's a lot slower. Yeah, I just have a really big innate fear of flying. And then now that, COVID's a thing and all that stuff, my family's looking at traveling next year, towards like when I graduate, which will be this summer. We're probably going to go to Cancun, since I've never really been anywhere. My mom wants to go there. So, but yeah, I think what's stopping me, obviously money, but I can save up for that. But it's the innate fear that I need to get over. But I'm reading books on how to do that. So.
What else, Sean or Jimmy? You guys look very deep in thought. Tabitha too. That was also very deep in thought. Jonathan. This is lo-fi, okay? If you interpret it that way, I can't do anything about that. Now maybe you have some unconscious things going on. You feel you guys you probably think ASMR is, Fine. You want elevator music? Please. Yeah, I don't know. Sean, Tabitha, Jimmy, what are you, Jimmy?
It's
Oh.
our turn to
Oh,
talk,
my bad.
or when do we talk the question?
You want me to repeat the question?
No, but like, whose time to like respond?
Anybody's. How about, you know what? Tabitha, how about you tell us about something you've always wanted to do?
Oh, okay. I want to go to Oregon. There's a place called Antelope, and it's like a small town, like Oregon, Portland, and like 2 hours up, called Antelope, and in 1990, something like that, Osho, who was like a spiritual leader, made a cult there where all the people went and like dressed in red, and they had their cult there and terrorized the town. And now it's like a how you call youth group? No, youth, like the Christian people, youth with young people. That the young. So I want to go there. It looks interesting. That's what I'm gonna do this summer.
It sounds like the beginning of Midsommar, so that kind of creeps me out.
It's exactly like that.
And Tabitha was never seen again.
That'd be very unfortunate, considering that in the announcements we're gonna announce something very, I'm very proud of. Yeah. So, sorry. How about the other elevator music? This one's better elevator music. Okay. What are you, Sean? You're in the interview right now, so it's like it's your time to shine.
Yeah, I think for me, it's more of the smaller things. You know, those little small things we have in our daily lives that we just can't get to do. Like, I think for me, the biggest thing that came to mind was like reading, like just reading a book or like owning a plant. Because I feel like we have so much school material to read that I just never get around to like sit down and just read a book I want to read, you know? Yeah, maybe that's just my poor time management skills, but like, you know.
Hey, well, Jordan probably has read this book, but there's this book, David Allen, and it's not about time management sometimes. Sometimes it's about action management. You know, you can manage 5 minutes, but no one ever gets 6 minutes out of managing those 5 minutes. But if you have, if you know what you want to do, then that's the more important thing, is being able to do stuff. So, you ever need tips, Sean? We got you. Yeah. So, you know, Jimmy, you want to read the four? I don't know what the 4 agreements are, but am I supposed to? Okay. All right.
Famous God, really?
Oh, what the?
You've never seen that?
They're not.
I can.
They're not weed plants.
It's like
It's aloe vera.
aloe vera.
Remember all of
The
my
you.
like, all my aunts. Sorry. My
Oh, your aunt? Sorry, I was hard to hear you. Oh man. So, Jimmy, what is something that you've always wanted to do, my man?
Camera's acting up. I've always wanted to probably run a marathon. I was getting into it before quarantine, but I stopped my training because I can't go out that much. So hopefully when things get better, I can start training again. But yeah.
Hey, you know, we wanted to do a student government like 5K, so we can do some training together. Oh, wow, music timing's great. I guess I'll just, yeah, good luck, Jimmy. I guess I'll end us off then for the question of the week. But oops, I minimized everything. But I've always wanted to like write a short story, because I'm good at writing, but not like creative writing. So I think it'd be nice to do that. And as to why I haven't, I think it's a fear of like the fact that I don't know how to do creative writing. So, you know, we all got fears, right, Jordan? You gotta overcome them. All right. This music is great. Thank you everybody for participating in today's icebreaker activity. Now we're going to continue on with the rest of the meeting discussion items. Discussion item B, work assignments. And like I said, everybody is getting more freedom. I want to get to the point where you guys can do whatever you want. And you may have noticed earlier, Jonathan is now, oh, never mind, actually, ignore that. So yeah, here's the Trello, and there's not a lot on here, but from now on, these work assignment items, they're just gonna be here for, I'm gonna be asking you kind of what you want to be assigned, and that's how things are gonna go. So like, for example, we'll go in this order. We'll start with the researchers, move to the reporters, and then graphic designers, social media managers, and public relations. They all get assigned stuff. So I'm gonna start off with Sean first, actually, and kind of ask if there's something that you want to research by next week, and you can kind of like report back on and let us know what you've kind of found.
I was thinking more of like health services as of right now. Just something that I want to research personally.
Sorry, I was trying to get the music back on.
Or I guess you could also say like COVID relief too.
All right, so I'll leave that there for you to kind of use. I don't know why this isn't capitalized. I don't like that. All right, there you go. All right, now we're gonna move on to Sophia. Sophia, is there any interviews that you have kind of prepped that you want to work on by next week?
I've reached out to a few STEM students. I want to kind of shout out that kind of service at PCC. STEM clubs, and so I'm gonna interview a STEM student sometime.
All right. So those will be your 2 assignments. For Jimmy and Zana, this is so sad. I was gonna tell Zana something in terms of her position, but you know, that's the way it goes. So Jimmy, it looks like you're scot-free for this week. So it looks like you don't have anything you need to do. Wait, actually, hold on, Jimmy. Hold on to that excitement. Oh, wait, Jimmy. It looks like there might be something. Oh, so it looks like there's a student services fair that's gonna happen in May, Jimmy. So I'm gonna assign that to you right now, Jimmy. There's a STEM services. Wait, what the heck, STEM? Sorry. So Jimmy, that'll be your assignment for next week. There you go. So like usual, just when you finish your graphic, just move it into the projects, and I'll make a folder for you, right? There you go. So just put the graphic in there. I'll look over it, and if we have time, we can kind of work on any improvements. And then Jacqueline, just put when you're ready to do the post caption, we'll move it over to here, and then you can put the post caption in like a Google Doc in the folder, and then we can look over that. So that's Jimmy, and for Zana and what the heck? What is it? Okay. So for Jacqueline and Tabitha, that'll be something you're gonna be working on. You're gonna be working on. That's Jimmy. Sorry. So this is what you're gonna be working on this week. I'm gonna get rid of all the due dates. I think that was too much like minute stuff that didn't really matter in the end. So for everybody, this stuff is just guidelines. You don't even need to worry about it. But like, if it makes it easier for you, like for example, for Sean, if you're like, okay, cool, I'm done with all this stuff, you can just move it here. So it's like a visual like stimulus of like, I finished it, you know? So if you want to do that, that'll help you out. Like for example, Sophia too, you're like, I finished my interview, I'll leave that there. That way we can look at it next week. But yeah, for Jacqueline and Tabitha, it's not there. Jimmy, can you move your graphic into the Mother's Day project thing? Yeah, and then that way, so that way when they're working on it, they can just find it there. So that's your assignment. You can post that whenever you want this week. I think it's on May 3rd. Sorry if this seems really disorganized. Let me look for it. Okay, well this is the one that Zana made, but for example, you'd probably find this in the projects thing. Oh yeah, it is May 6th. Okay, sorry, we'll leave that to next week. So just don't worry about this until next. Or if you want to post early, you can. It's all up to you. I'm at this point, like I said, all this stuff is up to you. Like whenever you want to do it. Obviously, if there's a due date, then we can finish it by then. But you completely manage the way you want to post stuff and do everything. And so, yeah, Tabitha and Jacqueline, you can work on that together whenever you want. You can work on the post caption, post everything. And then we can also send that off to Jonathan and Jericho to kind of promote as well. So that's it for work assignments. I hope now it's less confusing because I think I put too much detailed stuff on. And now this should be very simplistic. You just tell me what you want to work on and we'll have an assignment and we can check up on you next week. All right. So it looks like everybody's kind of clear on work assignments. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the roast session, which is committee review. So, you know that famous thing where it's like have a compliment, a critique, and then another compliment. So I just kind of I'll go through everybody, and then I just want you to kind of tell me about your experience so far in the committee, and like maybe there's something you want to improve. Just in general, how's your experience been? And we can kind of just talk about that. So anybody that wants to go first. like even burning like hatred or something. Yeah.
I've had a good experience so far.
Thank you, Sophia. I mean, you can expand if you want. But comments are comments.
I think that this, obviously, it's like communications is in our title, but I like how organized it is. It's pretty easy. I kind of know what's going on all the time, and I like how I can ask you for questions if something's not clear, and I also have the support of another reporter, which is nice. And Emily has like experience with journalism, so she helps me out sometimes too. So it's been a really positive experience, and I feel like I've been learning a lot. So my
So actually, we actually received the public compliment. So one person actually notified me that they unknowingly were interviewed by Emily, and they're like, "Wow, she's so nice. Like we really like hit it off and stuff." I'm like, "Wow, look at our reporters. They're going out there and doing stuff." So like that was really awesome to hear. So it's pretty cool to know that we're actually representing AS very well. So just letting you guys know that. Yeah, you can do compliment, critique, compliment. It's like a little pie thing, that pie illustration. But just any kind of experience, like a Yelp review, like a Yelp review on like how we can improve our business model and like increase customer retention or like upgrade our business strategy, like things like that.
Yeah, like I've been having like a great experience so far as well. I think like one of my favorite parts is that we're able to go into those like break rooms, and I think it's nice that there's kind of like more than one person in each like category, so that way you have like another person's like creative mind to like bounce back ideas with, and to kind of like help you out, especially if it's like your first time kind of thing. But yeah, like overall it's been like a very good experience. I'm enjoying it.
Thank you. Like I said, feel free to critique as well. Like it's good that we can improve. Since this is our like first few months as well, it's pretty important that we kind of get things right, and that way we don't like long-term kind of little 1% things that kind of build up. So it's good to get it out early.
At the moment, I don't have any critiques. Actually, my experience has been really positive. I like how organized everything is with Trello and Discord, and like Sophia said, it's really easy to know what's going on, and like I can always communicate with anyone and ask for help. And also for my position, the researcher position, it's something that I've never personally done before, like actually like in a committee. So I think it's really interesting. I'm learning a lot about PCC and myself, um, and what I'm interested in researching, which reflects in like what I want to like look out for. So that's super cool.
Thank you for that, Sean. Yeah, like I think the researcher position was, like I said, considering it's that our first kind of few months, I think we can really flesh that out and like really start building those relations. Like if you, for example, like were really in a, like I said, non-romantic relationship with like the student services people, the office like student services, right? Like it'd be very useful for us because we're getting kind of access to those under-publicized things and really helping students. So for now, it's honestly for you, it's kind of like you're getting more informed, but the more that you get informed, the more that we can start moving into kind of like helping other students. So that's what I'm really excited for the future, which is the discussion item, next discussion item. Yeah, thank you for that, Sean. What about you, Jonathan? You seem excited.
I have many critiques. So the first thing that I done, just kidding. I'd say like I'm very much in tune with like what Sean said, pretty much like about like how I like how organized. Everyone has said this, but I like how like organized you are with Trello. Like that's something that I want to like incorporate more into like all the other things I do like aside from this committee. And then I also like the different like resources that you have. It's like if there's something that we need, like there's a link or something, or there's a folder for that, or there's like a place for it. Like there's like if it's kind of hard to be like lost, and if you are lost, then there's like an easy answer somewhere. So that's really like just my comments.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan, for that. So actually, the reason why I'm also talking about this stuff too is because like I number one have no experience doing meetings, so I have the training I can do for you guys, but I've been trying to see if there's any ways that we can improve like how we organize and everything, which is why hopefully if there's anything that needs to be changed that helps you out, it's very important for me. Unrelated in terms of why I'm making sure I get everything's right, but just wait next year, you'll see something. But yeah, so now we're just Tabitha, Jimmy, Jordan too as well. If there's anything you kind of want to talk about, you know, it's a committee review, so anything that you want to comment on. Jordan, you kind of like unmuted and then.
Yeah, I was gonna say something about the water in the background because it's very peaceful. That's all. But also too, no, I think Philly. I think one of the things that I had to when I was doing sort of letters of rec is I really had to think about how you've run this committee, and I think it's you've done it in a way where it's like everybody's learning at a slower pace, and they're developing skills in a way that's not like, hurry, we got to get all this publicity out, right? Or this strategic marketing out. And I feel like the way that it's been running so far has been healthy. It hasn't necessarily been detrimental to people's mental and educational health, if that makes sense. So I think that the way that it's going is in a really good direction. Yeah, and so you're kind of prepping them for everything that's going to happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and like I said, I would like to reiterate. Hey, Jonathan grew a beard in like 5 seconds. Oh. So like, I want to reiterate though again, to show gratitude, which is very important. But I'm very happy that we have Jordan as our advisor, because he's like, not saying he's better than Carrie or, you know, but he's very fitting in terms of the way that we, oh hey, wow, you grew a plant in 5 seconds. But like, it's very fitting of like the self improvement type of thing. I know Jimmy might feel a bit weird because he's like a business major, but he's like doing like graphic design. But I'm hoping that at least like the experience in here kind of. Now, Jimmy, were you gonna say something? Okay, you kind of like got up, but yeah. So hoping that this is very self-growth oriented. So. I mean, Jimmy, if you wanna go off of that, you can go.
I would just say, I think the way like everyone else said, you organize this really well. It's like really helpful, just like getting into work in general. For me, since I'm not really, I'm a business major, this has been like a good learning experience for me because I'm not really as familiar with this stuff. So I just wanted to say it's good to see how everyone works because it gives me a better idea of how committees and other people like doing different things work on their stuff. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that, Jimmy. I am also learning, so that's why we're all in this together. Is that a song? Yeah, Tabitha is there. Tabitha's there. You can be our last person to end us off for committee review.
I don't know what you wanted to say. Everything has been said. Everything is in motion. And that's it. Everything's fine, perfect, in motion. How we plan it from the beginning. No dead ends, right? I think I don't have anything else to say. I know we're thinking the same. We're all on the same page, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Taufa. So, I mean, that's important as the communications committee that we're very communicative and on the same page. So, I mean, I didn't hear any critiques, but this is useful in terms of kind of seeing where we're at so far. So now I'm gonna move on to. Now, if there's any no more discussion on committee review, we're gonna move on to future activities. So we can go through everybody for future activities, or we can just kind of go off of who has something to say. But for future activities, this is very open-ended in terms of what you want to do, what you think the committee should do. Like, if there's any ideas that you kind of want to talk about that could be interesting, because like this is what I wanted to tell Zana as well, but she was expressing interest in like doing video editing, right? And I was like, well, what if we expanded into that, right? And I don't want you guys to like just do one thing as well, because I feel like it's kind of boring. Like Jimmy, you just kind of have to wait for graphic requests and stuff. Same with like Jacqueline and Jonathan. So if there's any ways that you want to expand and like in a healthy way kind of move towards that, you can just like talk about it. Do you guys want to like have a playlist going? I feel like this elevator music is not personality-wise fitting. Okay, you know what, everybody, we'll reorient a little bit. Everyone put like a song in the chat. That way it's less. Okay, Jonathan. See, we gotta get into like the brainstorming mood. I feel like we're very much in the calm mood right now, a relaxing mood. So. Hey, it's clean. It's clean.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Make that game weak. Yeah,
Oh, the clean version.
yeah, you dealing with some wet. Bring up in a mop with the sweat.
There's a Kids Bop version.
Everything you got,
Oh my god. There's
What?
no,
Really bad.
no way. No way.
What do they say? What do they say?
Waffles?
I think food, right? Like food.
Like waffles and pancakes. That would make me weak. That was like the.
Please play it. I am very interested to hear how they.
There's some kids in this house. There's some kids.
I don't know if this is Kids Bop. Wait, what? What?
Friends in this house, there's some friends in this house, there's some friends in this house, there's some friends in this house. I said certified friend. This friendship never ends. Work and
That's fake.
that's just how the day ends. Yeah. Yeah, we do this work and then have play dates. Bring up.
Okay, so yeah, guys, I think we're very much in the creative mood right now. You know? Does this?
Work and play date. Get good grades. No, I never.
Get good
play.
grades. No, I never
Play,
play.
win it today. Do the work for
Okay, anyways. All right. See, now we've gotten the gears going. You know. You know, it's okay actually. Maybe we can move on from this discussion item. That's okay. That's okay. So I think we're pretty good off now though. So I'm just going to move on to. All right. Looks like there's no future activities for now, other than I also want to tell everybody that Jonathan is very interested in doing that press secretary thing. So Jonathan, if you want to kind of talk about that and let me know if you want to do that, like I can get you in contact with the EIC.
Yeah. So basically, what I would do is I would like talk to like other organizations to kind of like the courier, or I would talk to like certain like clubs if they're like interested in like learning more information about like just AS events or like what's happening in AS. And so I would kind of just be like a resource for these people to like have a conversation with or to like update them on certain things. So really, it's just about getting the word out in kind of a more personable way to different like resources on campus.
Okay, so I guess we can look out for that on Jonathan. Jonathan, you get all reins on that. You can figure out how to contact them, talk to them, like pitch it to them and everything. So next week we'll do some assignments for that. But yeah, if there's no more discussion on future activities, I'm gonna move on to public comment on non-agenda items. Seeing as there is no members of the public currently in this meeting, we're gonna move on to advisors' comments. So it's a very relaxing meeting today. Jordan, why don't you bring us home?
Yeah, this meeting was very relaxing. I feel like we should all be at like a spa or something. But no, it's really great to see all of you doing what you're doing. Again, please let me know if you individually need anything. You can email me or yeah, and just let me know exactly what you need. Again, just as a reminder, the graduation application dates or intent to graduate is due this Friday, April 30th. You need to talk to a counselor in order for you to do that. And then the commencement deadline, if you're going to participate in commencement in June, is the end of May. So just wanted to remind you all of that.
All right, thank you so much for your advisors' comments, Jordan. So if there's no more, we're gonna move on to announcements. There is some very proud announcements. Hey, you guys know how like we said that the kids are going to college? Well, the kids are going to college. Congratulations to Tabitha and Sophia. They made it into Berkeley. So, good job. Nice hat. Nice hat. A moment of silence apparently for them.
It comes out this week. So we'll keep you updated.
Wait, what?
UCLA comes out this week. So
Oh, dang. Well, you know, maybe we'll be doubly proud. We'll see, hopefully. You know, fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Man. But yes, very proud, very proud. Oh, jeez. Yeah, very proud of everybody. I don't know if there's any other college announcements anybody else wants to mention. Like maybe Jimmy made it into Arizona State or something. I don't know. Congratulations, Jimmy. Yeah. I don't know if there's any other club stuff. You guys have a birthday party you want us to come to? If not, then we can move on. All right, so future meeting dates and times. May 3rd, 2021 is our next meeting date. If you have any agenda items you want to submit, send them in by April 28th, 10 a.m. So, that looks like that wraps up our meeting. My pen. So now we're gonna move on to adjournment. I'd like to entertain a motion of adjourning. Can I get a first?
Is this where we say so moved? Oh.
Yeah. So moved. Okay. So, can I get a second?
I second that.
All right. Moved by Jacqueline, seconded by Sophia. we're going to adjourn at 10:54 a.m. after a unanimous consent vote. So, is anyone opposed to adjourning today's very relaxing meeting? All right, looks like no one is opposed. So, we're now officially adjourned at 10:54 a.m. Unanimous consent. Thank you everybody for coming today.